Free ourselves! What do we want? Equal pay! What do we want? Equal pay!
In today's world, sunk into debates and struggles for equal rights for the existing genders, when women are still fighting for proper recognition, it is kind of impossible to think of a woman who was outspoken and lived her life on her terms in the 70s and 80s. But there did exist such a woman, Lady Diana, the former Princess of Wales. Popularly known as the Rebel Royal, she was a woman of substance and inspiration for women today. We have all heard about the British royal family who is ruling Britain till date. But have you ever dived into and attempted to learn more about it? Let's go back in time to a woman who was and continues to be a strong and positive influence. The princess took Robert Frost's road, which was less traveled, to extend beyond the obligations of the royalty. For those who did not like history lectures in school, we have created content that will pique your interest. Number 1. She was strong and maintained balance in life. Diana was a multitasker and maintained balance in her life to cater to the expected roles from her. Even the Queen herself praised Diana for being dutiful. She tried to spend as much time as possible with her kids instead of leaving them under the care of nannies. She didn't just confine herself to her identity as the princess, but sought to be a good mother too. She has taught us how to live tough times without surrendering to the hurdles. Today, women are involved in multitasking and can surely learn from Diana how to manage and balance life and move an inch towards becoming a woman of substance. Number 2. The Queen of Hearts. Instead of just enjoying the comfort and laurels attached to her identity, she abided by her duties and also put in extra efforts. In an interview, she revealed that she aims to become the Queen of people's hearts.
I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts, in people's hearts.
And indeed, she did. She was the president of over 100 charity organizations. She discontinued the practice of wearing hats and gloves to make people feel connected. One of her deeds that gained immense controversy was when she shook hands with people who had AIDS during the epidemic in 1987. The reputation that she built for herself outweighed the titles that she owned or would have owned. She was one of the most down-to-earth princesses of all times. In the path of becoming a woman of substance, you must not forget that you are a human first. Thus, abiding by the morals of humanity is equally important. Of course, Diana knew that a humble and understanding person is what the world needed more of. Number 3. A timeless style icon who carried away breath with her confidence. Social media influencers and various other personalities have taken over the fashion world today. But to date, who has succeeded in erasing the intimidating style of the iconic Diana and Rachel Green's bridesmaid dress? Just a timeless beauty with timeless styles that are still being followed today. You can absolutely still follow her if you wish to and be one of the best dressed. On top of that, the confidence she wore along with her dresses is truly admirable. She wore whatever she was comfortable in, and her style is acknowledged till date. But you don't have to be any fashionista to make an impression. Just wear whatever you wear and speak with conviction. So be confident in your own skin like Diana, and you'll be who you wish to be. Number 4. She lived up to her morals. In 1981, when she was getting married to the prince, she was asked to vow to obey Prince Philip in their wedding vows. Diana instead promised to love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health. and this was followed by both her daughter-in-laws. She even sent her children to public school to impart real-life teachings to them. She exemplified that it is okay and possible to change your inherited roles. Putting your analysis through instead of following whatever has been followed till date would add on to you becoming more a woman of substance. Don't hesitate to follow what is correct according to your morals. The society would have stagnated if none had voiced for the needful. Number 5. She prioritized herself. She lived her life on her own terms and deviated from the traditional roles attached to her title with care. To mention one event from her anecdote, at a sports event in her son's school, she competed with other mothers in a race for her kids as well as her own happiness. Was seen to run in a skirt, an example of she being popularly known as the Rebel Royal. In an interview, she openly talked about her husbands and her infidelity too. Both were unhappy in their marriage and decided to separate. Divorce wasn't a common practice in the royal family or even among common people. But as we know, the royalty didn't overpower her individuality. She moved on and moved on with confidence. Embrace your individuality instead of enclosing to the inherited birth status. She accepted the reality and didn't bang her head over something which was destined to happen. You need to learn to accept things and tell your heart and mind whenever you feel low that this too shall pass. Diana made a name for herself as a powerful role model and a woman to respect in the modern era, when women still have a long way to go. Women all over the world need to read about her to see how just being one's own self and having a sense of self-worth in who you are makes you one of a kind.